Alright, everything's working just fantastic, I hope. It looks like it is, at least. Let the stream run for a little bit, because, just want to make sure it doesn't, like, absolutely explode, because that would be funny. Like, funny indeed. Anyways. It is time for speed. We finished ending A last night, and that means we start right at the beginning of Act 2 again. It's like we never left. And now we have a pod on the loading screen, because I switched the costumes.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confused.
I'm not going to sit through a lot of these, because we've already seen them.
Anyway.
I'm only gonna make sure to stick around for any of the ending B. They're the route B stuff that shows up, because there is some that shows up directly after this cutscene, like directly after, in fact, like right now. In fact, it's time for me to do a bit of reading, so I hope you enjoy my elegant voice. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly towards the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittery through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision. But she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed to taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get any more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew that these were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to the sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the action of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt. Oh, look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kane prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods and they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept even closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken off my head. Kane couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kane's face with thick fingers and yanked it upwards. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention away from Kane, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kane. Demo paused, still grinning as Kane curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kane ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weathered vein. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kane closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kane was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if someone wanted to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began to uneasy shuffle away from Kane. But the young girl was the least of her concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kane again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand of Demo. The hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow, he screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it, what are you doing? Quit whining, ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kane, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here! Either of you! Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked at a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go! Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kane. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulder, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting out at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kane, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kane as she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddied ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kane's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kane found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by a force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not, don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears! Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she had spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been much more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weathered vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me and that's enough, even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hits of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. But what about round 2? Let me get some water, hold on. Luckily, I'm only doing this once. At least for each of these sections. I'm not rereading these tomorrow. Or, I say tomorrow in the fact that we may finish, ending B if I go fast enough kind of thing. But we'll see. Anyways. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. Hey, you, Kaine, yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? I can get you a water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job at chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shade's been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma set her mind, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter. And rare were the days where any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid strike, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, against the yard. Damn it, crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe and forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and the blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that, just stop, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending, sooner than either of them had feared. The positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. It's all right. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit, but I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey lady, said Kaine with the bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in the bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me, they seemed to say. But Kaine saw her eyes hold a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He clearly had been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he sputtered. I mean, what are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeep for medication. Ha! Barked Demo. That old bitch finally kneeled over. Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out his head, but before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead for a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly and then looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Callie? She thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a village treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped round her arm. Back already, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, Kaine said with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. Portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, I'll make you live forever. Horse shit, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner. But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter, you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face. An action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh, said the old woman, I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, and then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. Yeah, this is all it's gonna be for the next 10 minutes because I forget this is the start of this section. And it makes me want to go on so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Round 3! Jesus Christ. They throw three of them at you. So for me, who likes to make sure everyone can actually read these, it fucking sucked. They're good stories, though. I won't read these again, though, when they show back up. There's I think there's 3 more, but they don't show up for a bit. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden desk for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl, it's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, and I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you, you've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine cannot remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. "Where are you going today?" asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was gonna go check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm gonna pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother and then held out an arm and swept it around the house. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat could shoot through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. God damn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyways. I'm not worried about thieves, I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about some other. Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed through the old woman's face. And for a moment, she was a small child lost at the carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately, it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought. Instead, walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had begun to age to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. Yeah, it is the woman's. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls. I need to go back a little bit. You're going to be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hands. True woman. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman. And there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where'd you get that? Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it. What the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, and then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she'd ever seen them. Yeah. I'm gonna start doing audiobooks. Just send my resume. Just literally send these VODs as resume. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old cogger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. When you come back, I'll have the nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes and then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end, temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What a little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No! Oh gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! She ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground. But she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through the means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into the simmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotten meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard," she thought, as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me. Let's go." The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and flame, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive," thought Kaine. "Alive!" Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. "Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Now!" As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped towards the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, and then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. "Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer." Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seemingly to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths bleached from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard, laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. "Yeah, I see your plan." The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. "I'm gonna kill this bastard." Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap up from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. "Give her back!" she screamed. "Give her back to me!" It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, and then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was lashed onto its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from the multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. "Kaine." Kaine's vision blurred. but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hand reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma, Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no, no! I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through. Can someone tell Strix what game this is? It's Nier Replicant, since he has audio off, and I'm not able to type right now. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes, as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind one after another, faster and faster until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed, then a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment. Laughing like a madwoman, she leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight was resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. I'm not gonna keep reading that. It's just a lot. Kill it now! As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. I won't answer this real quick, because it's probably necessary. The game you're thinking of is Nier Automata, which, can't spell, takes place after this one. Hopefully I didn't butcher that typing. I can't see well. She felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. And I'm not clicked on the game. There we go. There. That's it. I'm done with all of the text sections right now. Funnily enough, though, I did put Kaine in 2B's outfit, so it'd be even funnier to mix them up. So she is wearing 2B's outfit from Automata. Oh hell yeah! I'm glad I switched the music to the Automata music. This sounds good. I sure like this one. Yeah, I find that funny because I did. I'm not actually playing Automata, but I sure did put the the costumes on that make it look like that. That's for sure.
How did it even survive these past 5 years?
So.
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the
It's not her. I wish. Hopefully somebody can like tell him it's not actually her. It's just a costume because he doesn't have audio on. I can't just like say anything. No, no, the entire game is not text. No, please, it's not all text. This is it's like a one part of the game. And it only appears after you've beaten the game once, at least beaten the main game. And the characters don't normally look like this. I gave them costumes. made them look funnier. And not really funnier in a way, I guess I just kind of wanted to play it this way since I haven't played it this way yet. That girl is not 2B. That's Kaine. Different character entirely. The problem is that I put her in the 2B costume. No! No! I forgot there's 4! Ah! There's more text! Oh my god, this is just the reading hour! Oh, I hope everyone enjoyed the like very small snippet of gameplay. Ugh. Oh, I promise this game's not all text. Oh. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stomping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shamed beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried in sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. I don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeep fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swim across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture into the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled and broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha. I look like that? Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Connie let her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she should let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began to whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Connie wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice within her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse. A freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh God, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet, and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive and this was real. Come on, said the voice, let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up. Ready to die. So why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground. Feel the rain. Taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with a mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of her encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please ladies. Oh, give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side as she watched. It grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling about how she regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Oh, what the hell, sunshine, screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotion she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin affecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hey, it's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of rage, thirst for blood, and then go out there and shut up and get the hell out of my body. Fucking hell. Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine, real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaine grabbed the nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sounds of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Ha, stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, Sunshine. Ain't there no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed, whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you, that big old shade that squashed your granny, we'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze fell on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me. We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Ha! Screamed the voice. Look at you go! Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyrion, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out on this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same, Tyrion. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyrion. I have shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, and then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I am not a shade, I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, began carefully to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair and then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world. There, I swear it should be done now.
Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Now we can actually play the fucking game.
Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time.
Oh shit, I'm on, once again, not on the game.
Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Very cool.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
Oh boy.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night.
Oh, good lord, I just want to play the game, man.
For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
Can't skip this shit.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Okay, I can finally play the game now. No, I can't. They're still in the cutscene. Fuck me. This is actually a Route B thing.
should apologize to Kaine and Emil, but what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that...
Campfires? I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is... different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay. Can we just forget I told you about that?
Oh my god. I forgot how long this intro takes. Good thing this is only happening once. Because the next time it happens, I skip it. No. Hey, Accord, you're mentioned again. Let's go! Dragon Guard 3, pog, pog, pog. Bow, 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 bow.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
While I could go see Devil and Popola and progress the story, I'm gonna grab my allowance and then go inside this diary.
What might...
It's...
I've not heard...
She got the black
It's
scroll.
it's my mother's diary.
It's alright. This is the only reading
And
in
in the Gestalt version, it's your wife's diary because you're Papa Nier. Anyways, I'm gonna go inside here and I'm gonna go get some weapons real quick. And
Say there, can you not hear me?
now we're no longer Brother Nier. We're Big Papa. We are now Big Papa.
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent.
Look at that. We are
indeed.
Papa Nier now.
Come now.
They really
There's
modeled
the
this
door.
man.
Right.
They
Let's
really
go.
modeled this man and just not let you like switch to being able to play as him in like the main game. And I find that really funny. Yeah, we can't save till the battle's over. I don't really care. I'm just gonna kind of blow through this. At least the first two I should be able to blow through pretty easily. This is the world of recycled vessel, created to avoid the destruction of all. This is just combat stuff. It's not the worst thing. It's fun. You know, you can just kind of come in here and fuck around. And you get to play as Daddy Nier, so it's also pretty cool. Especially for those of the people that, you know, played Nier originally with Daddy Nier. So, you know, I think it's pretty fun, and it's got 3 weapons that you can't get anywhere else, which aren't really necessary, but they're good weapons nonetheless. Like the two-handed sword's like just really good, but I don't get that one until I think the 3rd door, anyways. Maybe it's the 2nd door. I don't remember. Anyways, I need to get these weapons because after I get these weapons, I'm literally only missing one, I'm pretty sure, and that's the Labyrinth weapon from the Damaged Map quest, and I don't even know if I really want to go farm it. Oh shit! It's playing Into the Unknown? The hell? That's actually really cool. Into the Unknown's a really good song. I didn't expect to hear it play here. Medicinal herbs that I don't need. Ugh, excuse me. Good lord, my noses. The Black Scroll, a lost destiny, a white book, a false truth. It's kind of hard to see in here sometimes. Also, I can just do this. I can literally just do magic and it kind of blows through them. So that's always funny too. Yeah, okay. Oh, what the hell happened there? Why did I get bounced up? You guys could also just like not keep respawning, that'd be great. Like look at this fucking area, man. There are medicinal herbs. I feel great today. No cough, no fever. Watch out, world, because Yoda's coming out to play. Soldiers assault, calling forth white death. They are legion, those who plunge the world into darkness. Hey, buddy. That's cool. Yeah. This is all this is. All the beginning stuff is a lot of just me running around and big fist. Big. Oh, I'm out of fist. This is a little harder because they randomly like teleport in and out, and like I can't like chase them down easily, I guess. Get back here. And they have their bubbles, and I can't really like hit those. Oh, get you! Oh, God damn it, bruh! Come on. Oh, come on. Stop, like, teleporting on me. Is that it? Let me grab a medicinal herb. Yeah, it was. Thank God I did that real quick. And there's the one-handed sword, Fool's Embrace. I don't really need to keep going, but I have to unlock the other ones. The dragon's corpse brought death to the world, delivering unto its the power of magic. That's right, a dragon came down and imbued the world with magic. Now imagine that drive. Oh boy, I feel invigorated running around here doing just basic Dark Blast the entire time. Ow. So is it always gonna play Into the Unknown? Ooh, break. Oh my god, I jumped. Suck my dick. There we go. If only they would come back and know that this is no longer only text. There is a lot of text though. The black sickness stains the future, their journey to return to soulless vessels. Oh yeah, this area. This area that is entirely, like, new for... Oh my god, I jumped. I hate you so much. This area that is new for this part of the game. And I say new because, I mean, it was in the original version too with the DLC and stuff, but, like... I say new in the way where like you don't see this kind of area anywhere else in the game. Big punch. What is happening over here? Big punch. Big punch. Big punch? Yes, big punch indeed. And now we hop up here, we jump right here, we give a big hop there and drop right here, and we're good. Big punch. Hopefully this, you know, Dark Blast stuff helps a little bit, but it looks like it's not. Oh, because that's right, they're armored. I get punched? Get juked on, idiot? Hey, buddy, big punch. And you're gone. Get dunked on? Alright, who am I fighting? Oh, hello. Yeah, no. As much as you'd want to do that, I'm gonna tell you no. Because it's just not gonna work anymore. I've looked into the code. Also, I've gotten the Kabuki outfit, and you don't even need it because I already have it unlocked. So that's just repetitive. But we've unlocked stage 2 of 3 in this now, and now we're just gonna keep going with that. Yep. I don't know if I'll be able to beat stage 3, but I need to at least get past the 3rd verse of it so I can actually get the weapon. The apocalypse divided the world in two, one that knows not day and one who has never seen night. Ah, thank you. Thank you for telling me that magic is disabled as soon as I start using magic. That was okay, thank you. Anything else you want to do real quick? No? What was the point? Like, come on, man. Black and white, 13 packs. The vessel's form wavers as they cross time and space. Hey, buddy. That's cool. Oh, yeah, I think I can get some good shit here. Yeah. I'll go ahead and I can use as many medicinal herbs as I want in this area because they're just gonna keep providing me with them at the end of each of these verses. I just find that funny. This light's green. What's in here? Boxes. Medicinal herbs. Titanium alloy. See, like it's really good. That door is green, like I can enter it, but. Oh, no, buddy. Oh, no. I guess I can enter all these, see if there's... Or at least enter the ones that are green. Duh. I'll use medicinal herb, because why not? Because they're free! They're everywhere! Is there a second one that's open? Yeah, this one's open. Look at that. I don't know if I'll get anything. That's a rare. Oh, no, I'm locked in. Hold on. Titanium alloy, that's good. I don't remember how much this one. I forgot that you could enter a lot of these rooms. Can I exit yet? No, I can. That's weird. Do this one. Another titanium alloy? Yeah, hell yeah, I can use those. Boom. And let's keep going. Right into the next room. Get fucked. I didn't even have to like clear this room. I found that funny. I could have just kept going. Oh, am I gonna get flying enemies in here? That'd be cool. Sure would enjoy that. Ah! Huh. Come on now, bite me. Oh, black ones, huh? Oh my god. No, no, you can try all you want, but I'm gonna say no. Is that it? Anything else? Nope. Okay. Big sad. Still needs that machine oil. The song of man had been drowned out, in its place the scream of something inhuman. Oh yeah, this. This is similar to the other stuff, where I can just kind of, like, do this, but they're not going to give any items, which sucks. At least this one will give, at the end of this, I should get the spear. Because normally it drops after the third verse. And that is slowly but surely coming quickly. So hopefully. Hey, flying boys that aren't gonna give me shit. Isn't that sad? Need those flying boys to actually give me something. That's a lot of flying boys. That's a lot of flying boys. Man, all the flying boys are gone, and they don't drop any items. I could have easily had a fucking machine oil in there. And oh, I got Fool's Lament here. The spear's in the last one. Okay. Gotcha. The sky falls with the dragon. The world ends this day. And as usual, it all ties back into fucking Drakengard. Because everything's Drakengard. Everything's Drakengard at the end of the day. Oh, come on. That timing's a little hard, but I think it should have been given to me. There we go. Every time. Every time. Oh, hello, random man. You just kind of showed up, and I wasn't sure what to do. Again, I swear to God. I swear to God, I've definitely hit this before. I definitely hit that one. Suck my dick. Oh, that's right. These fucking dudes. These guys are a real, like... These guys are a real don't get hit by them kind of thing, because you can't parry them. There we go. Just had to figure out a way to get him down so I could actually, like... Okay, goodbye. There we go. Oh god, it didn't kill him. It just did enough little damage that it didn't kill him. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, come on, please. Big hurt, big hurt. Okay. There we go. Sometimes I don't really know how to activate my complete sidestep, but, like... It works sometimes, and it works half the time. So, like... whatever works at this point. Look at our boy, man Nier, Papa Nier. God bless. Real shame that we're not able to actually fully play as him just yet. I hope they release a DLC where we can play as him. It'd be fun. The puppet priest collects the accursed prayers and polishes the vessel. Oh, that's right. This I remember this one. You sit on the boat and all you're allowed to do is shoot. Yeah, all you can use is your magic. It's like it's the classic shooter game, you know. Pew 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 pew. It's like I'm playing Drakengard again. Don't miss the enemies or you're gonna go back to the beginning. And I said, oh god, please, no. Please not back to the beginning. You're going to end my suffering this way. Pew, 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 pew. I can punch. It's not helpful. Honestly, if I want to do this, I should probably switch this to Lance. That way I can actually, like, use this stuff a little more effectively, I guess. Pew, 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 pew. There we go. Clear as many of the guys as I can while I'm not able to see them all directly. Aha, I see you. Fuck, what are you doing? I don't know how long this one lasts. This lasts for a pretty long time, in fact. Fun little boat ride, though. Pew! Pew pew! I do really like this section. It is pretty long, but I like it. It's fun. Pew 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 pew. Like fucking Galaga, dog. Send me top down. Let me get in this shit. They just take two full powered Dark Blast, and that's all that matters. Oh, hello, boar. Hello, boar. Love me some boar. He's just a fucking boar. Like, God bless. This is the only time this happens. Also, it's kind of weird. Happens in the DLC, and I find that funny. Ew. What the fuck? What are you guys doing back there? Oh no, I can't hit one. Oh, it looks like I hit him at least, though. You just gotta watch the map for some enemies. I don't know if they despawn or something. I'm gonna check over this edge real quick to make sure. Well, it looks like they don't, or at least we probably killed it. He's not there, so who knows? But we're going through the second tunnel. I think it's only one lap, but it still takes forever. How did I take damage? Did I take damage? Is that from the previous area? I think it's from the previous area, but I could have sworn oh shit, that's a lot of dudes. I don't see anything else. We're about to finish that lap, so I don't know if this is the end or not. It feels like it. Because it's coming to a really slow burn here. Yep, this is it. I think this gives me, yeah, samurai outfit. 4,000 experience, 10,000 gold. I don't even need this stuff. I mean, it's just bonus at this point. All right, let's see if we can beat the third one. Third one's pretty dummy hard. What did that say? You said something terribly sinister beyond this door. It may be difficult to endure, but what lies on the other side of this door? Unless your soul is at least level 33, do you want to open the door? Yes, I do, actually, in fact. Because level surprisingly doesn't matter much when I can just kind of, like, do this shit. Like, it wants you to be level 33. So long as this memory exists, as long as mankind has hope, a bloody battle will be waged over the holy domain of the body. Like, I can't pause here. Yeah, there we go. 29? I'm 29, and it says, yeah, you should probably be at least, you know, 33, I'd say. I was like, it's more of a suggestion than a, you know, actual requirement. What the fuck? Did I kill him? I need to switch this back to Dark Hand now that I'm not fucking worried about it. If I was doing this normally, yeah, I probably would wait until 33, but like, you know, I can literally just do this kind of shit. Dark Hand makes some things kind of trivial. Watch this. Boom. Big smack. What are you doing? How are you up? Get the fuck down. Alright, now you're down. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought, bucko. Get. Also, I have a lot of healing items, so I'm especially not too worried about it. Dude, these dudes just don't stay down. Like, good lord. These guys are just like on the up and up, and that's wild. There we go. Big hit. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and drink medicinal herb real quick. Let's see if I can knock any of these down. No, of course not. Big smack. Dude, I will just big smack you guys. I do not care. I will big smack. There we go. Big smack made me laugh. I think I get health salves here, actually. I don't know. It'd actually be better for me if I did, if I use my health salves. I'll check after this this round's over. Yeah, 'cause we have this big guy. So this guy's gonna definitely be really hard. The best thing I can do is constantly just do my spin to win and hope to get the parry. Or he's gonna do shit like that where he just continuously stomps. Okay, I didn't get the parry like a dummy. There we go. Yeah, if I get the parry, it's easy claps. And he's dead anyways. I'm gonna use a health salve here. Yeah, 3 health salves, yeah. So I'm better off using health salves here. Foolish human, foolish human, foolish human, foolish vessel. Yeah, I honestly do not think I'll be able to finish the final section of this because of the fact that okay, sick. Oh god. I want to get at least one of these boars down real quick. Ah! Big hits here. Big hits at Big Hit Industry. Yeah, go ahead. I will use some medicinal herbs because they are spawning. Big smack. The boars are the biggest issue anyways, so as long as I can get rid of them, it's not a big deal. And I'll use a medicinal herb because I might as well grab the other ones that they're dropping. I just need to get far enough that I get the weapon from this. Oh, hello, you're still... Oh, you guys are still here. That's a shame. Sorry you guys are still here to see this. Oh, yeah, big smackaronis. Where the fuck? Yeah, there's a lot of these guys. Want to see how many big smacks I can get in. God, I love big dark hand. It's so fun. Anything else here? I'll drink a medicinal herb real quick. Nope, that's it. That's it for this area. So I should be getting the weapon next. So, as long as I get that, I don't really care. All is paid, all is sacrifice. Yeah, this area is really nice, in fact. Because if you come in here to farm, like, there's a lot of good items in here. Like, I'm getting rusted clumps. Like, if you want to know rusted clumps, those are used to upgrade the DLC weapons. And normally you have to fish for them. So watching you be able to just kind of like grab them is great. Like, this area is funny because you could just run up here and grab these rusted clumps. And just like normal, a lot of the regular enemies in here are going to drop health, medicinal herbs and health cells and stuff, which is always nice, you know. But I'm here for the big ticket items. There's eagle eggs you can get in here, which more often than not are very inaccessible after a certain point in the game. So you need those for some quests, and you need them for like some upgrades and stuff. But like, you know, what are you gonna do? Your best chance now is to come in here and farm this as much as fucking possible. Oh my god, of course. Come at me. Oh, I was gonna punch him. I'll use medicinal herb. I was just gonna punch him real quick because it's really easy to just take care of him that way. Anything else? No? I'm moving on then.
It seems we have...
Oh no, let's not be shut in. Oh no, not more enemies! The only problem is that, like, you know, you don't get any experience from killing these things. The experience is given to you at the end of the entire thing, and even then, it's not, like, a whole bunch. Because, like, if you saw the last round, I got like 4K, which, as far as you are in the game, 4K is not a lot. And neither is, I believe, 8K is what we get next. It's either 8K or maybe it's really cool when we get 16K. But, it's just not helpful sometimes, and... So you just kind of gotta go with it. I'm gonna go ahead and eat another medicinal herb, because why not? What else am I gonna use them for? Is that all of them? And leave? Yeah. Luckily sadly this area is a little short. But this is where a bulk of the actual items come in. Like, look, there's pyrite in here. Moldative meteorites. Yeah, this area is wild. I love this area. If only this was like the entire iron ore, amber, eagle. There's an eagle egg. It's more iron ore. Yeah, this place is pretty damn good, I gotta say. If you ever need to farm some good items and you're pretty high level, this is where you do it. We're shut in again. I'm not holding down my magic button. I have no idea where I'm looking or where anything is. I'm just kind of going. So hopefully that works. I was gonna say it should bring me some big guys to go fuck with. Ow! Thanks. Fuck you. I'll do it to you too. Ah. How did I get hit? Excuse me? You want to talk about that one? I have some questions about that one. And you're gonna answer them. Big smack. Big smack again. Let me go ahead and use a health salve and pick that up. Thank you. And now we have the spear, Fool's Accord, and have 5 health salves. And are we on the... Do not bring back the light. Do not bring back the vessel. Do not bring back the future. Do not bring it back. No, there's one more after this. There's 5 here. Luckily, though, if I do decide to actually, like, do something in here, you can get recovery potions in here. Which is pretty damn nice. I think they're only found at the end, though. I don't think there's more than that, though. Hello, big smack. You can try your damnedest to get out of here, but I mean, you're still gonna get big smacked. I think it's all the way at the end here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I forgot this dude who spawned. Hello. Big smack. I love the big smack. That's my favorite. Who spawns next? But Magic Man. You know, classic Adventure Time villain. He's here, Magic Man. More swordmen. Also, that deal with the big smack, and they still get hit by it for some reason. It's like they never learned their lesson. Tune in next week to see what else gets the big smack. It's everything. Everything gets the big smack. Look at this shit. This is wild. Yeah, no, go down. I will take the damage, mind you. Like, I will take the damage and I will just heal from it. But like, God bless. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. Go down. Yep, very cool. And it costs so little. It costs so little for a big smack. I will use up all my magic real quick. Boom! Except for that big smack that's not really big. These guys I kind of have to do a little normally. I don't know how I got hit by that, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heal, and then I'll do strength capsule, or strength drop. Yeah, if I hit him on the back, it does more damage. But the show, I thought there was something else. No, I got 3 recovery potions from that. That's nice. That's good. That's good to have, even I don't really use them much. This should be the last area, right? Every beam of light is an invitation to death. Yes, this is the last one. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch you to Dark Hand, and I'm going to switch you to Dark Lance. That way I can still do my big smacks, but I can also just use a better magic, which is Lance. Because Lance is kind of very useful for some of the enemies in this area, which I believe should spawn, like, right now, in fact. Well, a lot of the enemies are kind of like inaccessible through normal means. There's more guys over here. No? Okay, apparently not. I would like to do big smack, and I'd like to do big stab as well. It doesn't cost much to do this on my magic, so I can just kind of like do this as well. And I'll just kind of let my magic fly for this dude. I will max out my lances real quick. He didn't need it. He really did not need such a massive smack, but he got it. I gotta be careful here because this shit hurts sometimes. Right, this dude right here. If you can get this dude to fall, he's dead, and that's awesome. And big smack for all of you and your friends. Okay, guys, okay, that guy's dead. That guy ain't just dead. He's dead. And now comes the hardest part, because this is where big dudes spawn. And this is where I expect to die because of the fact that they hit hard. And the last one that shows up here really fucking hits hard. I want to use a health salve and a strength drop, because there's no reason for me to even like use magic drops in here, because a lot of the fights in here are a lot about timing your parries like normal, and it just kind of really doesn't matter to use magic in here, because I don't think it really helps much. Like, I could sit here and smack this dude all day, but compared to, like, doing, you know, regular basic combo with a spear, I'm probably going to get more damage out of a regular spear combo than I am, like, you know, holding down my dark hands and getting a big punch in while I do my combo. And I'm going to wait for this, and I'm going to dash, and I'm going to big punch. Okay, that was actually pretty good damage. Anyways, that's the first one. Oh, hello. This dude's back. We literally just killed this dude. So we're just gonna do the same thing again. Oh. Make sure I didn't accidentally get hit by his shit. Oh, hello. Oh, he died, and I also got hit pretty big with that one. Okay, this dude's probably the easiest of the couple that you fight, or the four. I think you fight 4 or 5 of these dudes. And this dude's probably the easiest of them, because the next dude just spews fucking actual fire and really does not care. Like, you know, it's the main reason it says, hey, you know, I think you should probably be at least level 33 for this. And I say, that's kind of just a suggestion, right? Okay, yeah, there's 5 dudes. Oh no, this is the dude. This is the dude. If you get close enough to this dude and you're not ready, he will literally just decide to like fire at you. Look at this. Look at this. He just fires fire. Like, holy shit. And I'm literally gonna sit back for a little bit and wait for him to do. Oh, there it is. I wanted to wait for that. See if I can get some of these guys out. I'll kind of let my magic restore and stuff, because I need to get close to this dude, and I need to get there before he starts doing fire again. Nope, not today. I got hit again, and recovery potion. Oh my god, I fell off! Ow, big hit again. I'll just use another health salve. Oh wait, if I get hit again, I'm gonna fucking die. There we go. This is what I was hoping for. There we go, he's dead. That is the last one, and he is hard as shit. Because if you can't get in there and you get hit by one of those fires, it literally just burns you alive. Yeah, 10,000 is not bad. 50k gold though. 50k gold though. A dreamy vessel in a recycled world. Until the time of its awakening comes. And that's it. That's all of that section of the game. And I don't have to worry about it anymore. I wanted to do it just get the weapons.
Huh?
Is that the final entry of the diary?
Seems that way.
Interesting.
You figure anything out?
I fear not.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So, I should only be missing one weapon now, as it says 96%. And that is the labyrinth spear that I don't have. It's right here, in fact. You know, if I go in here and look, nope, wrong buttons. I'm pressing wrong buttons. I'm missing one weapon, and it should only be that. Yep, I'm missing one weapon, and it is clearly the labyrinth weapon. And I'll go get it at some point. I just need to, like, you know, do shit. The only issue with that is the machine oil. But we're level 29, which is nice. I think we went up like 2 levels during that entire thing.
Hey.
We're gonna move a little bit through the game.
Oh, I
understand.
This isn't new. This isn't new.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
You don't let him.
I'll do a small recap for that. Nier feels very bad about what he said yesterday. He's gonna go apologize to the twins. You know, best girls. You know, we're gonna go apologize to them, make them feel better, make ourselves feel better at least. and we're all the better for it. Do I still have the quest actually? Let me check. No, I don't. I do not have the quest. I have to go re-pick it up. Sad. Big sad. Hello, Popola.
Oh.
Look,
Stop.
Yeah, you're just trying...
It's... Oh, you know... That's it.
Yep, and they want me to go to the Lost Shrine, because they said, you know, we believe that something related to the Shadow Lord's there. So, you know, we made sure to fix up the ferry, and you have to take the back entrance, so if you want to head that way, that'd be great. And they say, yeah, huh, you got it. And that's where we're at right now.
Path above.
Yep, so we gotta go to the boat landing and pick that up.
Excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often
And
as
I
we need.
will be doing my damnedest to make sure that I actually, like, you know, use it. What quest is this?
What's
Our water wheel is on its...
Oh yeah, this is the water wheel quest. I'm gonna say no because I don't need to. Because what I do need to do is I need to go over here, because this is the dude I'm pretty sure that has the fuck? This is the dude that has the damage map quest. Yep,
yeah,
this is the damage map quest, which I need for the...
Ship that.
One could hop.
Old duck.
That I need for that, and while I'm here, since I'm here, I'm going to pick up the items that I need for this quest, which are 3 eggplants. And I need to go to the Eastern Road and pick up 3 goat hide. And then the last item I'm missing is 3 machine oil, and I'm gonna kill myself over that one. Because machine oil fucking blows to get. Anyways, the only place to get goat hide right now is the Eastern Road. Since that's over here, and for some reason ghosts just don't spawn anymore in like the Northern Plains anymore, so we have to go to the Eastern Plains, and it shouldn't take more than probably 2 trips into here to get the 3 go hide I need. And like I said, I bought every weapon already. I can just use my money to max out my my items now. Like we're getting city ruins. That's nice. I just need goat hide, buds. Okay, all goat meat? Oops, all goat. Oh, oops, all goat meat? What is this? Fucking Captain Crunch? Jesus! Gold ore, though. Bog. I'll grab some boar meat while I'm here. Why not? Fucking boar hide! But I can't get fucking goat hide. I hate you. Shh. Fuck you, game. And I'll just be right in and out because that just respawns all the goats. Just respawns all the goats, just like that. In fact, I really love that I fucked up Strix's head when it's like, no, this isn't the game. This isn't the game you're thinking of. And then Kaine shows up literally wearing the outfit 2B wears, and I say, haha, you fool. I didn't confuse him. I confused him, but like I wasn't lying either. This isn't Automata. There's one goat hide. This is Replicant. I just put on the DLC to make him look cool. Come on, both be goat hides. It's 50-50. Oh! Oh my god. Can I go up here? Is there? This is the entrance, right? Is this? Yeah, it is. We're here. You actually don't even need to ever come this way again. This is a one-time use kind of area. I find that pretty funny. This is a little quicker because you don't have to open a door. I'm so glad I got friends to join in and see shit, and it was strictly text. For the first hour of the game that I played, it was strictly text. That I find hilarious. Give me the goat hide, bruh. Bruh, give me the goat hide, bruh. Come on now. You're holding out on me now, and I can't believe this shit. Oh my god, dude. You gotta be kidding me. Dude! Dude! Apparently goat hide just doesn't exist anymore, and that's fantastic. I wonder what the desert song is. Is it gonna be the abandoned city stuff? Or the abandoned, like, desert area? I bet it will be, but we'll check. Yeah, it is. The music switched before I even got there. God bless. I guess there's some good items to pick up here as well, like, you know. But, like, please, just give me the two. I just need 2 more goat hide, please. I swear to God. I'm starving out here, man. Dude. Dude, please. Oh, thank God. Just 1 more. Boar liver. That's actually, like, the rarest item to get from them. Just need 1 of you. Oh, thank God. Alright, well, that's all 3 goat hide that I need. Anyways, we're gonna go progress the quest a little bit. Which is go talk to a bookshelf, and then I'm pretty sure we take it to Popola, and then Popola says, go to the Strange Thing store and try to fix it up. And I say, okay. Okay, lady. Thank you. And I do just that because Popola is my mother. 100%. While I will say, you know, I would never choose anyone other over my own mother, but like, if I was given the option, maybe Popola would be really nice as a mother. Maybe not like, you know, what I'm thinking, but the book should be right over here, right? Yeah, right here.
As a
Yep. go to the Strange Things store. I didn't have to talk to people. Did this update? Does this have more stuff in it now that I've finished? Like,
What is the...
Beats me.
oh no, it doesn't have any of the stuff. It only has the part 1 stuff. And the, you know, the 1 part 2 thing you do before the actual, like, game starts. I need to look up the purpose of that room. I don't know if it has anything special, if it, like, actually means anything about, like, the color of the statue or something. Because I know the same room shows up in Automata, and it is... the color is dependent on how quickly you clear the boss. But... we need to go to Lost Shrine. You know what? I will save that for tomorrow. And tomorrow I don't have any... You know, tomorrow I think there's going to be at least, depending on... I'm going to go fast. I'm going to try to move through these fast. Because I still have one more Act 2 playthrough, like full playthrough to do. And then a second, after that, another final area playthrough. So I should be able to get that done tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and be done with Replicant by the 20th, or on the 20th. Because Saturday, I don't think I'm doing a double D&D session this weekend. So maybe just maybe I can probably stream for longer than 2 hours. So we'll see for sure. But anyways, I think I'm gonna call it here for tonight. So I appreciate people who came by and stuck around through all of my reading. And I hope you enjoyed my beautiful voice, and I hope you guys send this shit to my Audible, to audible.com, so I can get a job there. That'd be really cool. But thanks everyone, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So thanks. Bye-bye.
So your best friend's a vegetable now. Blah blah blah. But you know what they say? When life gives you potatoes, you make potato salad. And I got just the recipe. Hit it! Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Pull up your socks and dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants, buckle your pants.